All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new week. This week we have analyzed quite a number of pairs using the fxalexg set and forget strategy. Let me show you what I'm looking to take for this new week. All right, coming over to my chart, the very first pair for the week is Euro AUD. Right, so let me show you what I'm looking for. Right, on a daily time frame on Euro AUD, we have. Well, this is the pair for last week. This is one of the pairs for last week. We are waiting for a retest back to this area to look for sales. So we didn't get the retest last week. So price just got here on Wednesday, right? So we have this strong area of interest on the daily time frame. Price is actually bearish on the daily time frame, right? So we have one tap, two tap, and three taps from area of interest on the daily time frame. So now the price is around area of interest. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see what we're looking for there. Now the 4 hour technically is actually bearish because of this high and low, right? So this is the lower low and this is the lower high right here. So price is actually still bearish on the 4 hour time frame, but this price action right here, I still don't like it yet. So let me show you how I'll be playing this trade. Right, on the 1 hour time frame, which is the entry time frame, I'll simply be waiting for a break and retest under this minor support area to sell. So I will just be looking for something like this. I'll be looking for something like this for me to continue selling with the market. But if price decides to push up from here, then I'm no longer interested in this pair. Next pair for the week, NZD card. So let me show you how the daily looks. If you look on the daily time frame right now, you can see that price have had multiple support area from this area right here. So price have rejected up here multiple times. In fact, for the past for the past 69 days, price has not broken this area. Price has not broken this area for the past 69 days. So now we have had that break, right, this week, right? Now, one thing I don't like about this pair is that the weekly time frame right here, if you can see, is actually bullish. So this is the higher high, this is the higher low. Price did not close under this low. So this price action is actually still bullish on the weekly time frame, and on the 4 hour time frame, price is also still bullish because this is the higher high and this is the higher low. So price is still bullish. But I'm more confident in selling this market mostly because the daily time frame has a lot more rejections, even going over to January 2025. So since this year, price has struggled to really break this area, right? So I'll still be interested in selling, but this is how I'm going to play out this trade. I'll just come over to the 1 hour time frame. If you can get this, as you can see, we are already forming some potential left head and maybe potential right shoulder. But if we get a break and retest under this level right here, I'll be interested in selling this market. So if I get an engulfing, a break, retest, and an engulfing here, I'll enter after the engulfing, put my stop loss above the high, and then target these lows right here, which will give me at least a 1:2 risk to reward ratio. Right, so this is the second pair for the week. The third pair for the week I'm willing to trade is AUD card. So AUD card, I've actually been looking for sales since until price change structure. So price is actually bullish on the daily time frame right now. So if you look on the daily time frame closer, you can see that price came back to area of interest. Right, this is the cleanest price action we can get. Price broke above this high, making it bullish. Right, came back to the area of interest, had some form of liquidation grab, right, and then the next candle closed as a doji candle. Usually what we expect after doji is usually a strong bullish momentum. Doji is actually like a reversal candlestick pattern, right? So usually if you see doji like this, you expect reversal. If you see doji like this, you expect reversals, right? So that's what we are having here. So we have a doji right here. So we're expecting some form of reversal to continue buying with this market, right? But if you look right here on the 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame is still not as clean as I want it, and I don't like this 4 hour strong push to area of interest, right? I want it to slow down, get into area of interest, form more structure points for us to buy. So I'll still be paying attention to this market, right? But what I will simply be looking for is when the 1 hour gets to the area of interest again, I'll look for a shift of structure and an engulfing around here to buy with this market. So if price gets to area of interest looking bullish, looking bearish, I'll wait for it to switch to bullish and then an engulfing to confirm the bullish momentum. Then I'll buy together with the market. So we'll be expecting that the EMA will come under, holding it as support for us to buy this market. So that is the third pair for the week. The next pair, USD card. I am also going to be looking for a break and retest above here to buy. Let's look at how the daily looks. You can see right here now, the daily is actually bullish. So this is the low and this is the high, higher high. So price have had the retracement and we are looking to see if it can continue going to the upside, right? We have a strong support and resistance area on the daily too as well. If you look on the daily time frame, you can see we have 1, 2, and somewhat 3 rejections from area of interest. On the 4-hour time frame, we also have clean area of interest. As you can see, multiple rejections from area of interest right here, right here, right here, and right here. Right. So now that we're above area of interest, well, technically not really above yet. So that's why I'll be waiting for the break and retest on the 1-hour time frame. I just need a very clean price action actually to buy this market. But if you look on the 1 hour, it does look like this candle might actually continue going down. But if you continue going down, I'll no longer be interested. I'll just wait for a break and retest above to buy with the market. Right? That's from what that's what the higher time frames are telling us. Another pair for the week I'm looking to pay attention is USD JPY. If you look at USD JPY going all the way back here, you can see that since this right here, this is July. Since July, price has pretty much just been bullish, right? Price has been bullish on USD JPY. Now, as you can see right here, I don't think we have any strong higher time frames to give us a solid setup, right? So anything from USD JPY, GBP JPY, and AUD CHF I'm going to be covering, just know that it's not as strong as the other pairs I just finished calling, right? So this pair right now, USD JPY, I'm basically just looking at the 1-hour time frame. There's no higher time frame to give us any direction, mostly because all the time frames are just bullish. We already know they are bullish. We're just looking for the best place to continue buying, to join with the bullish guys, with the bulls, right? So we can see that we have support and resistance area here on the 1-hour time frame, right? What I'll simply be looking for is the break above that area, so that we'll see whether we'll continue buying on the 1-hour time frame, right? So that's how I'll be playing this trade. I think I'll prefer to play this trade on the 30 minutes because to have more market structure for us to continue buying. So we have a break and a retest and an engulfing. I'm interested in buying these markets this week. Another pair, GBP CHF, GBP JPY, right? So let me explain something here about GBP JPY. If you look on the daily time frame, it's not that clean, but we have this strong engulfing candle on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, now pay attention to this one. You can see that we have rejection here, and rejection here from area of interest. Now, anytime we came to this area, we have rejected strongly. We came to this area, we had a doji and an engulfing, rejected strongly. Now we came to that area again and we have a doji and an engulfing. Now, what are we expecting? Some form of rejection. But what is the market structure telling us? That the market is bullish, right? So we are still all over the place around this pair, but I'm showing you the reason why we could buy or sell from this market. Now, if you look here on the 1-hour time frame, you see that rejection from here, rejection from here, and rejection from here, right? Now, if price breaks above this level, there's basically no price action above here that is going to be holding price, that is going to be stopping price from buying, right? So if you get a break and retest above there, we can be interested in buying. But since the 4-hour have already told us that we already have a doji and an engulfing, we can somehow expect that sell to the downside. But if that sell is going to happen, well, I'm going to be waiting for the sell under here to have a break and retest and an engulfing to sell. Why? Because we have a little bit of support and resistance area. As you can see right here, we have rejection from area of interest. So if price is able to break it below, then and you have a retest and an engulfing, I'll be interested in taking this trade this week. And then the last pair for the week, we have AUD CHF. Now, I'm going to be very patient on this particular one because if you look at the daily time frame actually shifted bullish. It just shifted bullish. But if you look at the momentum of the market, it has been bearish and there's the area of interest here that I didn't draw, right? So this market structure is actually bullish right now, right? So if I go to over to the 4-hour time frame, let me show you guys what I'm looking for. You can also see that the 4-hour time frame, this is the higher high and this is the higher low. So we have two time frame in sync. The daily and the 4-hour are actually bullish, right? But this price action right here is not clean for me, right? And I'm not willing to bet my money on this trade until price breaks or give us any market structure. So if I go over to the 1-hour time frame now, for example, right, where I'm supposed to enter the trade, as you can see, the 1-hour time frame is actually bearish. So this is the higher high, higher low. Price was going up and then it closed below this low right here. So it's making this market actually bearish, but I'm looking to buy. So I can't really, what we usually look for is a shift of structure to buy with the market, right? So if the shift of structure is going to happen, it means it's going to break above here, right? And then retest, and then we'll continue buying. But if I'm getting an engulfing around this area, it's already way too far from area of interest, if you ask me. So what I will be looking for on this trade, technically, I will look for a little bit more market structure, right? I need more market structure, whatever market does. And then if you have that break and retest above here, then I'll be interested in buying so that it's not be way too far from my area of interest, right? So this trade might actually be ready by Tuesday or Wednesday or something, right? But if he decides to continue going down, then I'll no longer be interested in this trade. So that is pretty much the bet for the week. Like I said, Euro AED for sales. We need a break and retest on that here. NZD card. The daily time frame is the cleanest. We need a break and retest on that here to sell. AUD card. I need a shift of structure from area of interest to continue buying. USD card. I need a break and retest above to buy. USD JPY. I need a break and retest above to buy. GBP JPY. I need a break and retest above to buy or a break and retest below to sell. And then AUD CHF. I need a little bit more market structure. Then the break and retest above to buy. Right, that's pretty much the best for the week. If anybody's looking for maybe XAU USD this week, I don't know. I'm not trading it, by the way, but we have this strong support and resistance here on the 1-hour time frame, right? And it does look like price might come all the way down here, give us any form of engulfing to buy. That's pretty much it for this week. I hope to see you guys next week.